All right, welcome everybody. This is round six on Monza. Uh, Today we have only a few drivers, so we'll see. I think it's going to be a tight battle in the top, but we'll see how it plays out. Uh, I believe they will start in about 1 minute. We'll do the warm-up lap and. Uh, We'll see how this race turns out. Sorry, there was a few things happening there. We had one driver that unfortunately disconnected himself. So yeah, that's a little bit sad. Let's see. Yep, so it looks like we're about to start here. Yeah, looks like we have on pole is Luca Fessler. On second place should have been Pasanides, but unfortunately he disconnected himself. Or no, Pasanides should be a first. Foldacey should be in second. Then we have Luca Fessler in third. In fourth, we have James Pendry, technically third now. In fourth, Rocky Morton, then O'Keefe, Tahir, and last we have Havello. So I think despite the low number of participants today, I do believe we're going to have quite an interesting race for the top three as well as the bottom. I believe C. Havello might be a little bit out of his class here, but we will see how this turns out. It's all about consistency. Of course, Monza is quite a straightforward track. A lot of straights. We have the one turn here and there, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is a second race we host on this track, so I think last time we had a night race, and that was season 3. That was also the final race of the season. This is of course only race 6. After Monza, we have Bathurst coming up next week, and after Bathurst is the season finale on Donington Park. That one is also a night race. So we see the drivers warm up the tires. Mark Whitford is not here today, so hopefully we'll see someone else on the first place. Mark Whitford, he's unable to attend due to heat, so that's why we have quite a few drivers today. Some had to work. Yeah, this is the reason why it's a bad idea to host racing in the summertime, because everybody's schedule kind of changes. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. P. Foldacey in first place right now. Hope we can see a BMW on top, actually. Although we do have Fessler in second place. He's always fast. He's even challenging Mark Whitford, so we'll see how that turns out. Third place, James Pendry, of course. Rocky Morton on top for the amateur class. Tahir Balakaya is marked as amateur for this race, but he's actually competing for silver class. And since he's the only silver class driver, he's probably going to take out the first place. Pasanides was the second silver class driver, but yeah, unfortunately he disconnected, so we'll see how this one turns out. As they are nearing the end of the formation lap here, we can see them lining up. James Pendry still warming up his tires there. Might be struggling to get some heat into those tires. Okay, let's see. 2 Porsches today. 1 Ferrari. Well, we got quite a mixed grid, so it's going to be interesting to see which car comes out on top. As they come up on the start-finish straight here. Prepare to go green. See who gets off here. Fessler or...
Green light, show them where to go.
Alright. Henry's getting, looked like he was going to get a better start there. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, Henry. Ooh, Henry's going in. Oh, a little bit too aggressive. Ooh. Oh no. No. Oh my god. James Henry did mess up that. Oof. That is... Faldesi's not going to be happy about that. Luckily, he's sportsmanlike and lets him pass, which is good. Fessler, of course, getting the head start now. Of course, it's a long race, so we'll see what happens. I think we will see Faldesi and James Penry, sorry, climb up here pretty quick. Of course, we have all we have 3 amateur class drivers here, riding on board with Rocky Morton right now. Rocky Morton, of course, leading the AM class still. In his Porsche, I believe this is his 3rd season in the Porsche, if I'm not mistaken. I think before he drove the Porsche, he drove a Mercedes for 2 seasons. Of course, that was not in ACC, that was in Project Cars. Let's see. Standings here. Let's see how big of a gap. Fessler already has 3 seconds on Rocky Morton. Keith is keeping up with Rocky Morton, so it looks like the teammates here might have a pretty good battle. Oh, Rocky is... Oof. Turn 1 at Monza, everybody. Balikaya, 2 seconds down. Of course, Balikaya is usually quicker, but I don't think he's done a lot of practice for this one, so I will also show. Cihavello keeping up with Balikaya. Surprised to see that. Faldesi now only 2 seconds behind Cihavello. It's interesting, it's quite funny to see the AM drivers holding the top, but of course there's not a lot of drivers today. Seems everybody's having a pretty hot day. She's not quite suitable for sim racing. Rocky Morton going a little bit wide there. Looks like O'Keefe is looks like he might have the pace on Rocky because he's not really letting go there. If I know Rocky right, he's going to be feeling the pressure now. Rocky is a little bit of a nervous driver, but he's very safe and usually has a lot of fair racing, but yeah, those nerves could definitely mess him up. Faldesi is moving up, it looks like. Yeah, he's passing right now. Oh, as we see Cihavello going straight there. He waits a little bit. good to see that there's fair race or fair play on all the drivers. Where do we have James Henry? He's overtaking there. Still chasing Rocky. Balikaya is getting closer. O'Keefe is trying to make the overtake. Let's see if Rocky cannot hold on to that. I think that is the nerves. It has to be the nerves. We see both Rocky's going real wide. This gives Tahir a chance to pass. Tahir moving up into third place. Chasing O'Keefe. Let's see if that was Rocky's nervousness or if that was just Rocky's that's out of his pace right now. Balikaya is keeping that position. Balikaya doesn't seem like the driver that gets nervous easily, so I believe if he got the nerves, he can hold off Rocky for quite a long time, maybe even the whole race. And now the pace is looking like... It is actually looking like Balikaya has a higher pace than both Rocky and O'Keefe, so he's gonna be start pushing here. So see, that is Faldesi coming up behind Rocky. A little bit of a cluster up there. We got O'Keefe, Balikaya, Rocky, and then Faldesi chasing. Of course, the more these cars are battling, the faster the cars behind are going to catch up. It looks like there's starting to form a little bit of a gap between the cars. All cars except for Faldesi that's still chasing to get up into that first place. It's going to have a hard race, but if he can do it, Kaya being the second ever Turkish driver to race for Olympus. We had one in season 3 as well. Martin chased by Faldesi still. Faldesi might be going for a move here soon. He seems to get the run out there. I'm actually not 100% sure which car here is faster on the straights. I think the BMW should be faster on the straights. If you only base it on the car, but don't quote me on that. So we see Balikaya's Rocky is just, he is just not, I think that's the nerves on Faldesi coming from behind. Ooh. Ooh, that's a close. Just as Rocky catch up to Balikaya, he makes a mistake. Is he gonna go for it? No, he's going to play it safe. Oh, I don't know what Balikaya is doing. It didn't look like he lost any traction or anything. It just looks like he wanted to let him go. Of course, he doesn't have to, but it's very good. I can't call it sportsmanlike, but yeah. It's more fun to see a few battles going on, but... Oh, is he gonna go for it? No? Lucas Fessler, now 11 seconds. Looks like Luca might be dominating this, but let me see the timing right now. Lucas Fessler's best time is 1:49.3. Olesi is 1:53. 1:50.3. Olesi is 1 second slower, although he is behind the slower car, so that might reflect his times. James Henry is about the same as Olesi. So we are about 11 minutes into the race. Still no one is taking their pit stop. I do believe we're going to see quite a lot of late pit stops this race. He definitely pulling away. Although Keith has a pretty good pace. He's actually just 200s for slower than Folesi in his best time. Last lap he was half a second slower, but that is really good by O'Keefe there. O'Keefe is learning really quick. You see the two Porsches still close to each other, so they might have a battle the entire race, which is still early. So James Henry starting to catch up to the amateur class drivers here. James Penny, of course, is in the black class. Basically means he didn't do the full qualification, and therefore he's competing in the overall class. But he's just marked as a black driver because his black driver's pace might vary. Drivers joining late are also marked as black drivers. So it's technically Pro-Am class. We just call it black drivers to make it more clear. 1 second behind Rocky Morton right now. It's really... This cut off his time quite a bit. 150.1 is James Penner's fastest time right now. Luca Fessler, of course, still having the better pace and definitely pulling away. Luca Fessler. Of course, if Lucas Fessler make a mistake, then he might be down second or third again. If he gets a penalty, a drive through, anything, that you always have to be careful about that. But yeah, as it looks right now, he looks like Fessler might just as well have a little bit of practice, just relaxing. James Pendry's still not caught up to Rocky Moore. I'm not really sure what's going on today. Is the heat that's getting to everybody, or what's going on? Pendry is usually a lot faster than Rocky. Of course, Rocky might just really be good at this track, despite his nervousness, making a few mistakes here and there. Although I just see Pendry already caught up half a second, so maybe he does have the pace. It just feels like he's not really. He's not where he's usually at. It's the feeling I'm getting right now. So Lacey also catching up to O'Keefe there. Closing the gap. Is he gonna go for here? It's gonna be quite a late break if he does. Oh, he does. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Rocky not pushing back that much. There's no need to. Lacey's catching up to Kieran here. James Pendry closing to Balikai as Seafold Daisy trying to push it here. Looks like, is Kieran going into the pit lane? I saw him use his blinkers there. Yeah, he is. Kieran, first driver to go into his pit lane. Let's see if Rocky follows suit here. Nope, Rocky stays out. Is that a stop and go, or what is the plan here for O'Keefe? It feels like a longer stop. Let's follow on board with Lucas Fessler here for a moment. Just smooth sailing all the way. Already almost 18 seconds ahead of Full Daisy. It would have been a... I'm pretty sure it would have been a pretty tight battle if it wasn't for that that contact between Hendry and Fuldaci at the start. Of course, that was all Henry's bad. Oh! Oh no. O'Keefe getting a stop and go. And he was doing so well. He's speeding out of the pit lane, I believe. Of course, I don't know if the viewers can see this, but O'Keefe is driving his new livery today. Since he joined the Sport and Motorsport team, he's had a team livery made for him. It's got those stripes on the side of the car. The stripes are a signature of the Sport and Motorsports team, which is owned and run by Rocky Morton, our number 44 driver. He's not going to be happy about O'Keefe getting a stop and go. It's not good for the team points. So you see James Pendry starting to catch up to Tahir here. Fuldaci's got a clear track now, and you can see it in his pace. He's picked it up a little bit, but he's still losing out towards Luca Fessler. He's about half a second slower right now, at best. So it's not looking good for Fuldaci there for first. Tahir Balikaya, he's marked as red, but he actually got moved up to silver class after race 4. So he had the pace of the silver class driver. He was third in silver, I believe, when he was moved up. So yeah, he definitely got the pace. Some tracks he seems a little bit faster than others. Might, of course, be the car, but I also think it has to do with inexperience on individual track. As we see, oh yeah, that's O'Keefe taking a stop and go in the pit lane. This is really unfortunate. But it does give Ciavello a chance to catch up. Ciavello has also already made one pit stop. I believe this goes to show that slow and steady does win the race. Ciavello moving up into 6th place, just thanks to that stop and go by O'Keefe. O'Keefe is faster still, so I think we're going to be able to see a battle between those two a little bit later on, as we go on board with Tahir Balikaya here. James Henry is chasing. I believe one of them made a mistake here in turn 1. That's why we got a little bit of a gap right now. Oh, that was close. Be careful with those curbs there. Spinner almost lost it. I really need to go get a drink. It's really hot right now, but I really don't want to miss this this battle here. Kaya in overall 3rd right now. Of course, the black class drivers are only fighting for the overall class, while the amateur and silver are also fighting for their respective class winnings. So I think James Pendry is really hungry to get up to 3rd. I believe that would be his first podium for the season. Daisy, of course. I believe he took third on Hungaroring last race. This would be his second podium. And Lucas Fessler has been, I believe he's taken most second places. 4 second places? Or is it 3? It's 3 or 4 second places that Lucas Fessler's grabbed, but he does not have a victory yet. It looks like he might have his victory today. We see on the timings right now, Peter Daisy is 149.7. So Daisy and Lucas Fessler are having the identical tempo right now. Lucas Fessler is like 0 point something faster than Daisy right now. So we see James Penry. Is he gonna go for it here? Oh, that might be bad if Tahir doesn't let him go easily. But it does look like he do. James Penry moving up. Now James Penry's goal is probably to catch up to Daisy. We'll see. Daisy still has the better pace. He's about he is about a second faster than Penry right now. So yeah. The field is starting to spread out here. See Havella, of course, moved up to 6th place. Still, O'Keefe is catching up. O'Keefe is about 4 seconds faster than Havella right now. Not sure what Havella did last lap that made him lose that much time. O'Keefe's fastest time is about 1.5 seconds faster than Havella, so O'Keefe is bound to catch Havella eventually. We will see. Who is that? No, that's James Penry on the map. Rocky Morton is also... Rocky Morton's got better pace than Tahir, right? Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Havella just lost it. Let's see. Oh, O'Keefe! Oh, my God! Keep it on track. Oh, oh, that is so unfortunate. Oh, no. That is terrible. I was hoping to see that battle as well. Of course, Havella is a complete beginner, so cannot hold it against him too much. It's easy to make that mistake even for experienced drivers. It's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see. I feel I just want to mention that even if you're a new driver, don't be what's the English word for it? Not determined. Like the opposite of being determined, like the undetermined. I don't know the English. Okay. But anyways, if it's going bad, don't give up. This same as Havella right now is what Rocky Morton was his first season. Rocky Morton was in the back. He was spinning constantly. Every race he had like multiple crashes. And now it's his fifth season, and he's become real good. Of course, we started off in Project Cars 2, so that's where Rocky Morton had his first, and then he had to relearn everything, Season 3, when we moved over to ACC. So yeah, Rocky Morton has come a long way, and I believe if C. Havella actually stick with it and keep practicing, I do believe he can be just as good as Rocky Morton, if not better. Just stick in there, keep practicing. Of course, newer drivers are not going to know all the tracks, so if you are a new driver, don't expect to be winning. Don't expect to be winning from the start. You might be winning in the beginning when you join, because you're driving against a little bit slower drivers, and then you rank up, get better score on the ACC. You get to compete against better and better drivers, and you're gonna be in the bottom. Don't give up. As long as you stick to it, you practice, you do race. I would recommend joining a league. Doesn't have to be this one. Any league. Just practice. Join a league. Ask more experienced drivers. What am I doing wrong here, and so on. We have a lot of very kind drivers in our community that helps newer drivers to improve, become better. Yeah, it's just a good community all around. That's just the Harold Balakai almost lost it there. Rocky Morton 6 seconds down, and I just reminded myself that I need to get water right now, so I will be right back. Don't think anything interesting is going to happen right now. Ciavello cleared his last pit stop, actually. So despite that damage, maybe he'll still catch up to O'Keefe. We will have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm going to go and grab my water, and I'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
And I am back. I'm sorry for the long delay. Okay, what has happened here? I see Lucas Fessler's in the pit lane, but FIFA Lady is quite far ahead of him. So was there something? Did Felici have an accident or something? Or why is Oh, okay, I see. Fessler is clearing both of his pit stops 2 laps in a row. Okay, I see. O'Keefe's taking all his pit stops. Avello's still being behind. Rocky Morton moving up ahead of Fessler. Tahir is in 5th place. So Rocky Martin has overtaken Tahir. Is that because of an accident or is that a pit stop overtake? Interesting. So I've been missing quite a bit of the race here. I don't know if anybody in the comments can fill me in what's happened. Any of our viewers might have caught what happened there. Of course, there's not a big gap between Rocky and Balikaya, but since Rocky is ahead, something's gotta happen. I got a feeling it's something to do with pit stops. Fessler easily overtakes Rocky there. James Pendry is ahead of Fessler, but he still has 1 pit stop to go. Eiffel Daisy got both his pit stops to go. If I was him, I would take it immediately this lap. He's been on those tires almost 45 minutes now, so they should be starting to wear down now. Can Felici take 2 quick pit stops? No tire change. Stay out ahead of Fessler and keep him away until the end of the race. That would be a strategy for Felici. But if he does that, he should clear his pit stop quite early now. So otherwise he's not going to know how far behind Fessler is, and as he goes, he's just going to get slower and slower, so he needs to take the pit stop quite early if he wants to do that strategy. It's definitely a great view to see a BMW on top. I think I mentioned this is one of our previous streams, maybe even last stream. Last time we had a BMW on podium, we were playing Project Cars instead of ACC. So that would have been season 2. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see how far we've come. Let's see him take his pit stop now. Oh, Tahir already overtaken Rocky again. Rocky seems to be struggling. Both of them still have a pit stop to go. O'Keefe is not that far behind. My guess is that if Rocky and Balikaya takes their pit stop, then O'Keefe is actually going to come out ahead of them. Or he's going to be ahead of them when they come out. Yeah, I have my money on O'Keefe right now for amateur victory. And, well, Folesi might be able to take first if he actually does his pit stop and go style. But yeah, we'll see about that. Will Lacey take a pit stop this lap? You can see Balikaya is clearly extending his lead on Rocky Martin. Maybe Balikaya changed his tires and Rocky did not. Maybe that's why he's... As we see Rocky going into the pit. And Folesi, thank God Folesi. I hope you're listening. Take your second pit stop next lap. Stop and goes. Quick stop and goes. Stay out ahead of Fessler, then defend like a madman. That's the strategy I would have gone with. Knowing that I'm slower than Fessler. I mean, given it's not by much, but knowing I'm slower, I would probably go with that strategy. Well, we'll see how long he stays into the pits now. I feel like it's been a little bit too long already for a simple stop and go. I have the feeling that he changed tires as well, but not sure. He did overtake Rocky in the pit lane now. Let's see Hello coming up behind. Is O'Keefe still behind Rocky? He is. So what has happened to O'Keefe to make him be that far behind? And we see Balikaya take his pit stop now as well. I am very confused. What has happened in the 10 minutes that I was gone? Keep driving along. So Lacey gonna pit again this lap. Clear his last pit stop. What is Pendry also doing? He's got a pit stop left. Although Pendry has actually extended his lead, or extended his gap to. No, yeah, actually, never mind. He's lost about a second on Fessler since. Oh, yeah, he is taking his second pit stop. Yeah, he's not. If I would change tires, because he's not gonna get out before Lucas Fessler here. Lucas Fessler is right behind him already. Fessler is keeping his lead. Actually, he's taking second because Pendry's still out, but technically, that would be the lead for Fessler. Yeah, for Lacey taking that quick stop and go pit stop. Henry wants to stay out ahead of it. For Lacey, he should also take a quick stop and go. Let's see if he managed to do that. He's coming up to back marker here. Fessler is, or Penry's keeping the gap to Fessler. I was completely zoning out there. Lacey 25 seconds behind, so if Henry does a quick stop and go when he takes his pit stop, he might actually stay out in front of Lacey. Still ahead of Rocky. Rocky's still ahead of O'Keefe. I'm trying to look on the map, see what the gap is right now. Rocky there. O'Keefe is really, yeah, there's pretty big gaps between Rocky, Alikaya, and O'Keefe. Everything looks so simple. Like his slightly modified livery. I'm not sure which team it is originally, but I know he's just changed it slightly from the original teams. It was yellow and green originally. Henry's staying out still. Fessler's caught up about 2 seconds already. Yeah, some of these drivers are not playing around. Both Mark, Fessler, Kara Sorenko, Alba Petit, who else am I missing? All those drivers are really consistent, and Wouter Wilmink as well. He's quite consistent on a lot of tracks. But yeah, you can't really do any mistakes on these guys because they'll just be there. They'll just be right behind you if you do. It's like they are superhumans or something. They never make mistakes, or at least very rarely. Cividallo in his Lamborghini tractor colors. Sliding through the corner. I have a feeling that Henry is actually losing time to Lacey. So I'm not sure why he's staying out. Henry should be taking his pit stop right now. He should already have taken it. Cividallo. You might just want to keep first place as long as he can. It's not often he gets to be in first place this season. Because last season he was competing in the American Series, which and he was doing quite good. Came in second or third, as we see him take his pit stop now. If you make a quick stop and go, maybe he'll come out in front of Lacey, but right now it looks like Lacey's already caught up a little bit too much. I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Lacey's already on the straight here. There's no way Henry might catch up to him since he's on fresher tires if he comes out. If he changed tires, that is. So yeah. Folisi taking second place. Oh, Balakai is not far from. Oh, Henry misses the first turn there, or Folisi, my bad. Is Henry gonna lose his third place to Balakaya now? Or is Balakaya one lap down? What is going on over here? Are they on the same? Oh, Henry. No. Henry is gonna lose his third place to Balakaya. Whether. Oh, I wanted to see the battle between Balakaya and Henry at the end. Ah, why do people keep getting stop and goes at the end? No. Oh, poor James Pendry. You were gonna get that podium finally. Why you gotta do this? That's really unfortunate. Yeah, Pendry had a lot better luck last season. Of course, he had quite a few incidents actually. I can't say it was his fault, but he was involved in a few incidents. But he still came out on top in the end. Because he didn't win, but he came on the podium. Second or third. He's racing with the same livery as last season. It's not a bad looking livery. It's basic, simple. Green and white. Looks good. Can't say it's the best looking livery. If anybody had the best livery, I would probably... Oof. Probably to the to Hermosilla and Baumgartner, if I had to give it to anybody. Avella taking another pit stop, a third pit stop. Could that be for? It does look like Rocky Martin is going to be taking fourth place from Henry here now. Yeah, Rocky's trying to indicate to Fessler that he's going to let him pass. Did not really have to let him pass that early, but Rocky Martin is always quite generous on the blue flags. So Rocky Martin taking fourth place. Henry just coming out now. Henry still can catch up. He's got 14 minutes to do so. And it's sad, but I'm seeing that Fessler is right behind Henry. Already lost an entire lap just because of that stop and go penalty. Anything can happen in racing, ladies and gentlemen. Fessler got 27 seconds now, so Felici's lost 2 seconds on Fessler. Here's Henry pushing on. Quite a gap to Rocky, but I think he, if anybody, could catch up to Rocky here. It's going to be hard, but I do believe he can do it. James Pendry 14 seconds behind now. Kaya third place for the silver driver, so that means he's going to get 1/3 overall if he can keep this to the end, and he will get his first silver victory. Of course, there's no other silver drivers. There would have been Pasanidis as well. It's been a really unfortunate race. The top 3, maybe even top 4 drivers could have had a really good battle going to the end if it wasn't for penalties or unfortunate disconnections. Kaya in his very beautiful Porsche. I'm unsure if he's made that livery himself or if there's anyone else that makes his livery. But it is a very nice livery. Look at Fessler. 35 laps. Lacey is how far behind? Cannot see, but Lacey is having the better pace right now. Lacey is about a second faster than Lucas Fessler on the last lap. Well, that's interesting. I doubt he's going to be able to make up 27 seconds in 8 minutes, but he is definitely catching up right now. James Penry caught up a few seconds on Rocky Morton. He's got 7 minutes to catch up, 12 seconds now though. Of course, if Rocky Morton is feeling the pressure, it's very possible. Is such a beautiful car. The sound. A lot of people think it's a little bit too big. They might be right about that, but it still looks very beautiful in my opinion. And the sound is just godlike, especially from the inside. I don't know if we can get an inside shot here. Those that have driven ACC in VR will understand what amazing sound it is when you're actually driving one of these. And that goes for all cars, but the BMW is just something else. The sound and the noise it makes. It's an absolute joy to listen to. The Aston Martin. It's not one of my favorite cars, but it is a good car. Rocky Morton, is he losing to Steve Bell or is Hello catching up? Let me see on the timings here. No, I think Ciavello's lost. I think he's had an incident somewhere. He's, about 6 seconds slower than Rocky Martin last lap. How long? How far behind is James Pendry now? Eight seconds. Oh wow. He's cut up 3 seconds in 3 minutes. Still. Oh, well, maybe he's do have a chance here as Rocky Martin just starts making a little bit of mistakes here. I believe James Pendry's highest position so far. Oh, and here we go in an onboard with Rocky Martin. We can hear the Porsche's beautiful sound. Can we get an onboard shot again, maybe? That is a beautiful engine. If I'm not mistaken, it's a flat 6 engine. Whatever it is, it sounds amazing. Sounds a little bit like a hover. A Hoover, I think, in English. James Pendry's already down 1 second again. 7 seconds behind now. 3 minutes left. How many laps could that be? That would be about 4 laps, I think. If my math is not completely off. Of course, let's hope Ciavello does not have any incidents or make life tricky for Pendry here. Audi is not the most popular car this season. I believe there's only 2 drivers that drive it. Last season, pretty much half the field was driving Audis. This season it's Ferraris and McLarens that are dominating the field, but it doesn't look like we have any McLarens. We got 1 Ferrari in the field right now. Flat 6 engine. Trying to pass right now. He did pass Carmelo. Now on to chasing Rocky Martin. I want to see how many seconds he's down now. There's Rocky. Pendry's not far behind at all. He's 4 seconds behind now. I believe there's going to be 1 more lap. We're going to have 1 more final lap after this. Oh, Ciavello just goes off right there. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked really... Might be a setup that's... No. That looked really weird. Only 3 seconds now. Oh my god. Rocky must be on old tires. Henry is just driving his car. Like a madman. Trying to get that 1 extra point.
Freedom has finished the race.
Okay. Well, I guess this was the final lap. I was expecting one more lap, but it was the final lap. You see Rocky going over the line here. And then we have James Pendry. Lucas Fessler winning this one. Congratulations. Finally a win for Fessler. Paul Lacey coming in second place. Rocky Morton winning the amateur class. And Olikaya is on his way of winning the silver class. Of course, he's the only driver, so easy victory. Of course, we do allow drivers to miss 2 races, although there's only one race that won't be counted out of all the races, so if you miss more than 1 race, you are also losing out quite a lot of points. And here Balikaya winning his first silver class. Casamidis there, of course, did not finish the race. We're gonna go to the waiting screen here, and we're gonna play the promo before we go into interviews here. So just stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Checkers in the air. Oh, Michael! Now overshoots turn 1.
Green. 3 wide with hand. They're running into each other left and right. Clear, nice work. Outside of on your property. All clear.
All right. Let's see if we can get some interviews with some of the drivers here. We got the winner of today. And here he is, the winner of today, Lucas Fessler. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I hear you too. That's
good.
finally a victory for you.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, it's
Because,
yep.
yeah, go on.
Now what you can say.
Yeah, finally because Mark wasn't here, so
Yeah,
was my chance.
I mean, you had some few unlucky races in the past few races though. So I definitely think you can beat Mark on track.
Yeah, on a good day, I
Yeah,
think I could beat him, yeah.
yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I think you had some competition today in the qualifying as well.
Yeah, with the BMW and the Bentley, they are pretty fast here in Monza.
Yeah,
And the Aston is, I think, one of the weakest cars here in terms of BOP. So
yeah.
didn't think that I could win here, so
No, you did a great race, and as always, you almost never make mistakes and just stays up with the pace, and you managed to do it. Of course, you had a little bit of help of Pendry in the start. I believe he outbraked himself and took Falaisi out with him.
yeah, I had very much luck there with the disconnect from P1, and yeah, in turn one, it's just unfortunate. It would be nice to have some fights and a little bit close racing, but was a little bit boring afterwards.
Yeah, we were. I believe it was like it wasn't even 0.2 difference. Like you guys were so close to top three, I think. So I believe
Yeah,
that battle would have been pretty interesting to see, actually.
yeah, could have been a great race, but
Yeah,
I take the win. So
yeah, I take every win. I believe you did not race last race though.
no, I couldn't.
Yeah, yeah. So Mark won that one pretty easy, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, good race, and hopefully we'll see you at Bathurst. Of course,
yeah, thank you.
Of course, Bathurst,
Yeah,
anything can happen. So if Mark messes it up, could be your shot again.
yeah, perhaps we'll see.
Yep, yep. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
All right, let's see if we can get. Don't have a lot of drivers left here, but Rocky Morton won the AM class victory, so let's see if we can grab him and push him up here. I'll just force him up here. I'll just take an interview with Kieran O'Keefe as well, maybe. Let's see. Rocky, can you hear me?
Hey,
How did you feel about your race?
it was a lot more interesting than you would expect for such a small field.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of battles going on in at least the first half of the race.
Yep, first half, and for the last third of the race, I had who was it in the Audi?
That was Pendry. Pendry was chasing you.
Pendry was chasing me, and I was talking to my teammate, and I was trying to work out if he was going to catch me or if I had to deploy some kind of shady tactics to stay ahead of him.
I mean, he was like 12 seconds behind you when there was, I think, 8 minutes left.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or, yeah, something like that. And then he caught up in like 4 minutes. He had like 4 seconds on you, and then in the end, I don't know if that was nerves on your part or that was just your tires that were going bad.
He had 2 seconds pace on me every lap, and then I had to let Fassler pass, so that cost me a couple of seconds because I don't know if you saw that. I pulled over.
You were very friendly on Fessler there.
Well, I owed him money, so
I
I did
mean,
owe him one.
He wasn't really competing with anyone, so I think you could have been a little bit harsher there. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I did. When I pulled over for him, I was like, oh, crikey, he's actually quite far back. I could have kept going.
yeah,
But yeah, anyway, it worked out good in the end. Yeah.
yeah. You won that AM victory once again.
Once again, yeah.
Of course, it did say in the standings that Bahir was AM class, but that's
Yeah.
just a mistake on our part. We haven't updated his class yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good race though.
Yeah. Shame for was that a disconnect at the start? P1?
Actually, Pasanides was he was running his game on his mobile Wi-Fi, and he went to grab a drink just before the race start, and he grabbed his phone with him, and that is what caused his disconnect.
Ah, okay. Yeah, always a bit dodgy when you're using your phone.
Yeah, otherwise that could have been a really good battle, probably.
The other thing that cost me 1 or 2 seconds was my gaming rig actually collapsed on the last few laps. So my pedals are attached to a glass shelf, and the shelf collapsed.
Oh.
So that took a little bit of adjustment during the race.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Technical, yeah. But yeah, all good in the end.
All right. Next race is Bathurst. Any ideas for that race?
Yeah, I'm in a whole lot of trouble there because I have not raced that track, and but I know enough about it to know that it's a very difficult track.
It's a very difficult track, yeah.
So yeah, there's that concern that number one, I'm not going to do very well, and number two, I'm just going to cause chaos for whoever's behind me. So
it is a track with a very slim margin of errors. It's probably the track on ACC that has the least margin for errors.
Is that the one with the downhill or the S bends on the downhill?
It's still yeah. It's like a city track on a mountain, going downhill and uphill.
Yeah.
Half of the track is like a city track, so it's probably the hardest track on the ACC right now.
Yeah. Oh well.
But
that should be fun.
It's an awesome track to actually watch races on because the camera angles are pretty awesome.
Brilliant. Oh well, I'll look forward to that.
Yeah. But yeah, any other thoughts before you go?
No, I'm just kind of surprised to get a overall 4th place. I'm surprised to get 1st place in the AM class. Didn't really deserve that today, but yeah, can't complain at that. So it's all good.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that you are actually surprised about winning the AM class because I think you won most of the races so far.
Won them all, yeah. So I mean, only two more races left this season. Is that right?
Yeah. Are you going for a full
house?
I'll
have. Yeah, I must go for the full house. But next week's going to be a challenge for sure. I'll get as much practice in as I can.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, and I'll see you next weekend.
Thanks, Eric. Cheers.
Yeah. All right. I think we have one more interview for today. Kieran O'Keefe is down here. Let's see if he's still with us. Kieran, can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, I can.
Hey, how did you feel about your race today?
Oh, it was first good 6 laps. I was second. Everything was going hunky dory. Then I seen one of the fast guys come behind me, so I thought, do you know what? I'll pit, and then I have a nice quiet race on my own. So I went into the pit. My limiter came on, the automatic limiter. I thought, oh, brilliant. I didn't realize it was on 33. It was like pinging on 33 and not on 31. So I went down 33 the whole way down into my little slot, came out and then got a stop and go, and that was pretty much the end of my race.
Yeah, we saw that on the stream because you were doing pretty good up until that point.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. Usually I just like massively brake and then I floor the accelerator, but it doesn't let me go past 31. So I don't know what happened, but Either way, I got ahead of Havella or someone. So after that, it was just a Sunday drive for me, really.
Yeah, I think Havella had he actually had an accident.
Yeah, he almost killed me.
Yeah, he slammed into the wall, and then we saw you come around the corner and just straight out into the grass.
Yeah, I took out the 100 sign, and then that almost took out Rocky because he was looking for it when he came around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Well,
that's right. We get a lot of team points, so happy days. It's all good.
Yeah, there was not a lot of drivers today, so there's a lot of points for the ones that did show up.
Yeah.
So that's good for your team. So we'll see how the standings looks after this. I think it will be up in at least an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Should be good stuff.
Yeah. Any thoughts on next weekend?
Where are we going?
Bathurst.
Well, I don't think I've ever driven the track.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard track.
That's fine. I mean, I hurt my foot last week, so I couldn't race at all. But hopefully, I'm all good, and I'll get some practice in before next Sunday.
Yeah, sounds good. Good luck with that, and I'll see you then.
Thanks as always. I'll catch you in a bit.
Yep. All right, that was it for today. What round are we on? Round 6. Round 6 on Monza. Season 5, Olympus. Yeah. It was a good race. Half the race was pretty intense. Between some drivers there, but yeah, hopefully we'll get more drivers for Bathurst because it's a really awesome track to watch. And yeah. It's a really fun track. So yeah, I'll hope you will join us then. We will now play the promo, and then we'll end the stream. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also hit that little bell there to make sure you get notified when we go live. You can also go to our channel page and see all of our next upcoming streams, and when they start. So that's something that's new. So check out that, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
Checkers in the air. Oh, Michael! Now overshoots turn 1.
Green. 3 wide with hand. They're running into each other left and right.